God's not real. Next.
What? You promised me?
I touch myself to guns.
Glorified Boy Scout.
I'm raw dogging life right now.
Not so controlled chaos.
White men.
Big white man.
Big white men made big light
Big
bulb.
white man.
Big white man, big light bulb.
Yes, sir.
I honestly think that.
Don't fall for
happening?
big white man.
Okay.
I like how Juan brings up like a coherent, like good point, and then we just go, big white man make big white bulb. Yes, sir.
If all the lights in the world got shut off, how fast or how?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Do you think people would be able to survive if all the lights just shut off?
All the lights shut
Yeah.
off. Electricity
Bro, just
still
do they
works.
not know how to
Candles,
make
bro.
fire?
Like I said.
Right now, how many people do you think in this city
Oh, wait,
would die off in 6 months of no more
I'm
electricity?
not saying that
One.
people won't die. Because I think that they're like, so like, you remember the other day when we were having that conversation that there's people that you get somewhere, you see people and you're like, how the fuck did you make it here?
Yeah.
I think that if like some little thing in their daily routine that they're autopiloting through is fucked up, like to the point where like, let's say 3 days straight, no lights, that dude's gonna fuck up his routine. Because
Someone's gonna
like,
trip.
Yeah, somebody's like, there will be people that die because they're stupid. Like,
So I'm saying, like, people
You're
are so
defending
dumb
this
and
point,
so reliant
but
on electricity.
Not a mass amount.
not a mouse amount. No, for sure no.
Dude,
Because
I
there's
honestly
like
think-
natural
I'd say,
light,
like,
there's
1%,
fire, there's candles.
3 tops.
First thing
That's what
Tony
I said,
said.
candles.
First thing Tony said was candles.
Yeah.
First thing I said was candles.
How many
We've done
candles
this
do you have
before.
here?
We've had no electricity
Actually,
before.
I have quite a few candles, bro.
Brother,
I have a ton of
candles are
candles.
not that
I'm-
expensive.
I'm
brother.
I'm not
Spanish,
saying
dude.
they're expensive. I'm just saying nobody
He would
really
die.
has a lot of candles.
Coleman would die as
Yeah,
a
but-
candles.
If you don't have a
It's
candle,
not that hard just
find a
to,
crayon.
just go to your
Grab a
car.
stick, wrap a shirt in it,
Yeah.
light it on fire. You got yourself a torch.
Can't,
for like
okay,
15
so
minutes.
Coleman might set himself on
Okay,
fire.
so
beer.
no electricity, period.
No electricity period? Now we're talking.
I think that a lot of
I
people would
still-
definitely
Now we're
die in that
talking.
case because they would
Yeah.
just not know what the fuck to
I'd
do.
die.
I think that a
100%
lot of
I'd die.
people wouldn't understand like how
What,
it
Coleman, you want me to
functions
eat you?
without
I have no
even
electricity. I
electricity.
get so...
Make a
I'd go...
fire, bro.
I'd go savage.
Okay,
No, no,
probably-
Do you not know like
Do
how
you
to
know how
cook
make
or
a
do
fire
anything
right now
without?
No.
Hold on, real quick,
What-
Tony. For
We're
example,
different types of people. We're like
hold on, we'll
coherent
get to this.
thinking beings. Most of the population lacks common fucking sense.
Yep.
Max is saying he wouldn't survive without
I
electricity.
would immediately go caveman and I would eat someone. If you told me even if you told me I wasn't gonna have electricity,
Mad
so
Max.
Max, you
Facts.
never been hunting?
Max is the Mad Max.
I'd be like, my name's Max,
You've
and
never
I would
been
start
hunting.
Like you've never
Yeah,
skinned an
yeah,
animal,
that's
never done
funny.
anything.
Can
Never-
any
brother,
of
I would
you
kill
start
you
a fire
immediately
Yes.
just in case.
with
Yes.
without a lighter?
Yes, brother.
Yes.
It's not that hard.
I had to fucking sit at Boy Scout camp.
Dude, what
For,
the
like-
fuck do they teach you in the Air Force?
Do
You don't
think
know how
I
to survive
know how
outside?
To do this? I'm asking these guys.
Did you have to
Okay.
run?
So when I was in Boy
Never.
Scouts, I had to sit there with a fucking 2 sticks
Ooh, yeah.
and fucking start a fire like
You
that.
can have
Go
like a
grab
stick,
sticks right
have a
now.
string,
How long is it gonna
and
take
then
you
just
to start
have it
a fire?
roll.
Like a bow.
Right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah,
Not that long, because I know one of you has a fucking lighter, and I'm not doing it.
that's what I'm saying. If you didn't have a lighter or anything,
Okay, but here's
Within
the
a
thing.
half hour, I would have
wait.
fire.
Okay, but in
Oh.
your situation, you're saying that there's absolutely no electricity, right?
yes,
I could steal a fucking lighter.
I know.
He's
Like,
like,
you guys are thinking very
no
short
cameras.
term here.
No, I'm not. No,
This
I'm
is
not.
long term.
This,
Jake,
bro,
it would take me a half hour to get a fire going without any electrical help,
And even
any
then-
lighter, anything.
Yeah.
All
A lot of
power
people would
goes
die.
out.
A lot of people would die.
6 months
I will
from
grab
now,
2
Are
rocks.
you gonna be able to just walk around and
Actually
find a
works.
lighter, or do you think that
Yeah.
most of them are gonna be? Taking
I'll probably be able to
you
trade it for
within
bottle
6 months?
caps for sure. No,
We go
Jake,
full
you literally
Fallout
just have
mode,
to
bro.
get something that creates spark, get a little bit of gasoline, you're good.
yeah,
I
it's-
know
it's-
this.
I'm gonna go for the first
You
But
can
guy.
literally
I'm
use
saying
batteries
the
to
majority of
start a
people
fire.
nowadays don't.
there-
Yeah, a battery and fucking steel wool.
Yeah, there's so many
Yes.
ways to start a fire.
Jake,
I know this. You guys are not
Jake,
listening.
I would go for
the
the first
majority, the
person.
majority of people nowadays are fucking dumb and would not survive 6
I
months.
I'm
would-
starting to think
without
you're
power.
fucking dumb. What do you mean?
It seems so basic, but I'm telling you, we can go around on the streets and go ask people, "Do you know how to start a fire without a lighter?" And 90% of them, I guarantee, are going to tell you no because they've been stuck indoors.
There's no way they're this dumb.
I find the first
would
person.
There will
so
be some
fucking
people.
So you
surprised.
telling me they never watched Naked?
I'm not
After?
like I said. I'm not
I'm
saying he's
telling
wrong. He's not wrong. There will be people that die.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that it's to the degree that you think it will be.
I think a huge amount of people in the United States would die off if no more electricity was around for them.
What percent?
Why? Why would
I
you say
think
that?
life would just be kind of
What's the
annoying.
percentage
It
of
would
the
be
U.S.
really annoying.
population in urban areas?
I feel like
That's the
nobody more
percentage.
depressed.
Well, first you
drop
would
off
gather
within
is
a
like,
year.
well, like on the real, you'd gather with like the
Woods.
people that you trust, and
No, well, yes, that's what you would want to do.
Jake,
you
no.
would isolate yourself so I could eat you.
Wait. So
I'm
here's
saying
Why do you
that
Brother,
wanna
the
be
majority of the United States does not know how to function.
but it wouldn't be that simple. So you couldn't just say somewhere like the urban or like this whatever you said.
Cool, aren't you?
That wouldn't be the case because people that live like let's say in farm areas and know how to survive can move out of the farm area to like
Yeah.
big cities and still know how to survive.
They
Right?
can.
I lived in California a majority of my life, got military training, and I can survive outside on my own. So like it
Yes,
doesn't
you've
necessarily
got
mean
that training though. Not everyone does.
True. Could
Right.
I go?
I
to
feel
your-
like that's kind of just survival instinct.
yeah,
for
I would
most of
just
the
go to
training,
Juan's
though.
house, bring
I
Jake's
know,
dead body
but
to eat.
I feel like they just hone it in.
I feel as if
I
the
heard you.
majority of the U.S. population would definitely die off. within
You're
a
saying they don't
year.
have any survival instinct at all.
You're just like going. This is like a Joe
Yeah.
Rogan bit
Brother,
from like his
how?
I feel like the majority of people are that fucking lazy.
Okay, explain yourself then.
If you're talking
Explain
lazy,
yourself.
yes.
Brother, because you say they won't. So you saying they don't have an intelligence just to make fire or go outside and hunt?
Yes.
You saying they can't hunt?
I'm saying a majority
We
of
have
people
guns.
in the United States do not know how
Wait,
to.
our
They
guns
don't know
stop
how to
working.
hunt, bro. You just look at the animal and
I've
just
got
shoot it.
spearfish.
Yeah.
Our guns stop working.
No,
Oh,
It's not electricity.
because I think I could probably get something with a gun.
Yeah.
I think you could. Do you know how to skin it, and do you know how to?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Brother.
not looking at either one of you talking.
Brother.
To the one person
Now,
who
you-
thinks he could shoot
I
something.
think I'm a moron, but I would find.
You remember this morning when you were like, "It's pretty hard to make me mad."
I'm so dumbfounded.
I would find someone in my vast network of people that knows how to skin an animal or human, and
How
I'd
do you
use
get
Why
in
do you keep
contact
going
with them?
back to cannibal?
Go back
How are you getting in
What?
contact with them real quick?
I'd fucking talk to them in real life.
Really?
With
No
who?
power, no electricity. How
Okay.
do you get in touch with
Are
those
my
people?
cars working? Are the
No.
cars working? No, the cars aren't working.
Okay,
Everyone's
so it's
on
So
a
I'd have to
same
know
wall.
where they live and have like some
You
sort of like
have to
bicycle.
walk and or bicycle
Sir,
there.
my car runs off of gas.
Your car doesn't run.
The
my
battery
guy.
stopped.
it does.
The battery
gas.
stopped. The battery stopped though.
No
Charge up
power.
purpose, man.
No, you cannot
No, I
charge
know,
it.
I
There's
know.
no electricity.
There's no
It's
electricity ever.
Worldwide
Guess what?
EMP, everything's wiped out.
Okay.
Well,
Worldwide
just wait for the
EMP.
next-
Actually,
Thunderstrike.
an EMP would be pretty devastating.
That's
Well,
what
sir,
I'm
I'm gonna
talking
be
about.
honest with you. I could probably walk to Lincoln within a day.
I'm gonna be honest with
It
you.
wouldn't even take a day. Yeah.
I would,
If you were
I'm
like
a
really
slow
like,
walker.
It's gonna.
I
take
would build a
longer.
coil. I would build a coil
Build
and
a
use
Tesla
the
coil?
alternating energy, the alternating current to
well, it's an EM.
pull energy from the world around me because it's everywhere.
Okay, but how many people in this room know how to build a generator from?
It's an EMP pulse, so every once in a while it just happens.
I'm not worried about everybody. Well, I am worried about you
That's
guys.
the.
Wow.
I'm getting.
Thank
My
you.
point is, I feel like the majority
cover.
of people on the planet.
I would
say
say
everybody
everybody
else.
Hold on,
but,
real
like, I
quick.
worry about you guys.
If this scenario would happen, I would hope that we would be the last thought on Juan's mind.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I would not be mad if I saw
Yeah, I have a family.
if I saw Juan like 2 years down the road. He's like, "Oh hey," I wouldn't be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, no, you would. Well, to Jake's point, you would be like, we'd be holding sticks, and we'd go, ooh, and you'd be like,
Yeah, like
because
I
we're all
would-
fucking
I'd probably
stupid and we
still
can't
be
survive.
Those who survive
Hey.
obviously would. I'm saying
How
the
do we do
majority
that?
of people would die.
How can we build a fire? Uga.
People would die, but I
People
don't
would
think
die.
it'd be the majority.
I
Yeah.
honestly think the majority of the people on the planet would die.
I will say though,
I
what
think
Juan said
enough
earlier,
of them would group together that they would
common
survive.
sense nowadays isn't so common. I
No,
don't
but
think-
you know
but
what
they're
is
survi-
the herd mentality.
Yes.
Guns
So
are
they
pretty
would go
common.
to one area where people do know how to survive, and they would just be
But
slackers just like now,
you
except for they
also-
would do the bare minimum.
You
So
also
just
have to
so they don't
think
get
about
killed.
other
No.
things like the common cold. There's no more medicine.
I don't take medicine for it anyways.
But those who are all grouped together, there's no medicine
Oh,
for it. You can't go see a doctor anymore. Well, you could probably see a doctor, but you wouldn't be able to go to like the hospital and shit like that.
What are your okay?
Okay, I can see
Move
that
it.
point because most people don't have like just basic medical
do you
understanding.
Okay.
I can only do chest compressions.
What do you think would happen if
Do you know how to make
another
yourself like
pandemic
if you broke
happened that
a
was
leg in the
actually,
woods? Do you
like,
know how to
killing
like
people, like,
reset it and make your own?
I would
Yes.
start doing chest compressions on
I have
myself.
a tourniquet in my car
For a
at all
broken
times.
leg?
I don't know what else to do.
You splint it.
Yes, but I mean, like when I was in Boy Scouts and like doing the first aid shit, there was an amazing amount of people who didn't have the common sense, like, oh, grab 2 thick branches and wrap it up with your shirt. Like they were like, well, what do you do? I won't have a shirt, and I'm like,
Just
you're
be
not
shirtless?
gonna worry about having a shirt if you have a broken leg in summer.
When my daughter was learning how to walk, we used to have those trash cans where you press it and like the fucking lid comes up, whatever. Well, she was like learning how to walk and she like grabbed onto it and it fell on top of her and it was full and she literally passed out, went pale, stopped breathing, and all this shit, bro. We freaked out for like a cool little second and I was like, no, like give me her real quick, like I got you, like I got you. And I literally
This is what your
fucking
training was for.
literally this is all
He said, "I waited for this moment."
it all boiled down
You went
to
over
this.
the trash can. You went.
he tipped that shit over?
Nah, I fucking literally like gave her a couple chest compressions and gave her mouth to mouth, and I got her to fucking start breathing again. Obviously, she's
Goddamn
alive. So.
fucking hero, bro.
But yeah, it was.
And Jake said.
So if I could do it, anybody could do it. Really, I think.
Remember, go to
What do you
the-
think about
the beat of Staying
vaccines,
Alive?
Jake?
I think a lot of vaccines are good.
Damn, that was actually not as funny as I was expecting.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do you have vaccines?
Yeah.
All of them. You got
I don't
COVID.
have- I don't have a COVID one.
You got the COVID.
You got COVID?
No
Which,
vid
how
vaccine
many?
over
Why did
here.
you not get
You
vaccinated?
get the booster?
for COVID?
So my thing with
Were you still
vaccines-
in during that?
No.
You were out by then?
I got a year, like right before that.
Yeah.
So I would have been
Oh,
kicked
God,
out
time's
regardless.
passed
I
so
wouldn't
quickly.
take it. My biggest thing is if I'm going to take a vaccine or if I'm going to get a vaccine, I want there to be several years of like knowing the effects of it on your body, if it actually works, that sort of shit. I'm just going to pump myself full of shit that I have no idea.
Don't
science
you have
isn't
to when
there.
you join the military anyways? Though?
Technically.
Yes, but all of that stuff is tried and true. Like they know what it does. It's like your simple, like, tetanus. You have to be updated on tetanus, rubella, like
Is that the
any of that
same?
shit.
Trend.
Tren. You have to do some tren.
I never did that.
Trank.
You never did tren?
No.
Bull shark
That's true.
testosterone.
Yeah.
Probably.
So the basic shit, like
Rhinoceros.
obviously,
You look like you did tren when you were in the military.
I'd be okay with that.
You
Didn't
look
have
like
an
you did
issue
tren.
with
You were
it.
fucking like.
But if they were like,
no,
yeah, we're
I
not
just didn't have a
give you
life.
the COVID vaccine,
Worked
it's
out.
been around
Drank a
for
lot.
3 months.
Somehow that
I'm
helps.
not taking that shit. I'll wait. If 10 years down the line they're like, hey, you really need to get the COVID vaccine because now like COVID is a normal thing, it'll keep you from getting sick. We've actually had this for 10 years now. Then maybe I'll start getting it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Did any of you get COVID? I got it once,
Yes.
and it felt like a really bad hangover for one day, and then I was completely fine the rest of the time.
like
Probably just
in.
asymptomatic.
I got it like in 2021.
I had it and I had no symptoms.
Never got it.
You're asymptomatic.
That's what I'm saying. I had one day where like my head was killing me. Like
That's
that was
fine.
really it. My head just really hurt.
Well, fucking good
and
for
then,
you.
Literally, like the rest of the week or 2 weeks or whatever it was, I felt completely fine.
That's
Just
cool.
relax.
Do you remember the
That's good.
swine flu
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
like 2009?
My mom had that
I
shit.
had that.
I honestly thought she was going to die.
I
A lot
got
of people
that,
did.
and I think that I'm good for
That shit
my
was
lifetime.
bad.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get one of those major epidemics or pandemics ever again. I think they got me with swine flu, and I'm good to go.
It clears you for everything else.
Yeah, they took
This
my
one-
sister. That was it.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize that's what got her.
COVID killed
That's
my
what they
grandpa.
say, but it was SIDS. COVID killed your grandpa?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
100%.
COVID's a piece of shit, man.
Dude, yeah, I thought it was kind of like a little bitch disease until I had it last week.
I was just about to be a dick.
Well, yeah.
Gonna be like, well, did your grandpa even try survival?
Did he try to make a fire?
Man, I bet when
Get the
Cole,
chills
I bet when
build fire.
Coleman
Told
gets
you.
like actually sick, he's just like a little baby and has to be taken care of by Lean Beef Patty. She has to like carry him around and go, "Oh, do you need some Coleman?"
Hey, if she wants
to,
to, bro, I'll turn into a bitch.
I'm not
give a
editing.
you'll
fuck.
turn into one.
I will.
That is crazy.
I get it, Max. Alright, I hurt your feelings with that one. I
It
apologize.
hurt me so bad.
What about you, Tony? Do you believe in vaccines? Are you an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, shucks, I'm a little
Tony doesn't believe in
anti-vaxxer.
poisons or anything. He used to
doesn't believe
take poisonous snakes and have them bite him just so he could be immune.
He sucks the venom out of his own body.
Best way to get antioxidants right there.
I mean, I seen a YouTube video, a guy doing that.
He puts it in his tummy. He immediately sucks out.
Yum.
He also doesn't believe in the past.
And then
He's
now,
like Caligula when he used to poison himself, and then when he went to kill himself, he was immune to the poison.
so after that, he bit the fucking snake. He's like, oh, take my poison.
Don't fuck with me, bruv.
Wait, wasn't Caligula like retarded?
I mean,
All the Roman emperors were, man. Other than like Caesar was good.
Caesar was pretty good. Then some retarded guy stabbed him.
Yeah, well, like Nero, fucking idiot.
Robert?
He burned down Rome.
I love that.
Robert?
It's just a room full of dudes. Now we're talking about the Roman Empire.
We always think about it a little bit.
It's always in the back of our minds.
Yeah.
Someone asked me that.
I
Like,
used to
3
be
years
really
ago, and I
versed
was
in
like,
all that stuff, and I'm not
God.
as caught up anymore. Like, I don't remember a lot of it anymore.
All you need to know is that we're still in it.
Yeah, I know.
We
We're
sent you
being
that
distracted on
podcast
a
where
daily
actually,
basis.
like,
Bro, okay, what happened to the church? Or what happened to fucking Rome's money? It all went to the church. All of it.
Yep.
I think the guy's name.
That's interesting.
Have you never thought about that? Where all the money from Rome went? It all went straight into the church.
It's in the catacombs.
Well, it went to the church when now the church took over.
Dude, have you guys seen As Above, So Below?
Yes!
Yeah.
Dude, that is like my favorite. I watch that every year in October.
That
That is a
movie
good movie.
is a trip.
It is
dude.
Yeah, it
He goes
is.
to the
I remember the
catacombs
first
in
time I
Paris,
watched it,
and
I
then,
was at like my
gets
wife's
stuck
friend's
between
house,
Heaven, hell, and purgatory and shit.
and like
It's
so
wild.
The
these
catacombs are
people
real.
go and explore the catacombs underneath the Vatican, right? And they're
But
confronted.
they're priests.
No,
No.
no, these are just people like they're
These are
like
just, so you know
explorers.
how there's
They're
actual
tourists, I believe,
catacomb
if I remember
explorers?
correctly.
Yeah,
That
I
it's
think
like
mixing this up with something else.
yeah, no. So these guys are like actual catacomb explorers.
Mhm.
They go in, they find like a tunnel where nobody else has gone through or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it all goes, but it basically end up in like a weird purgatory situation.
and like they're confronted with their biggest fears. Like all of them are confronted with their biggest fears, and like they have to like somehow survive it. And obviously, not all of them do because that's how
One
scary movies
person
go.
does.
I think it's 3 of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure
Let's
it's
see the
3.
title
Oh,
card
yeah.
for this
Yeah,
thing.
3 of them at the
It's a
end.
really good movie.
The
And,
name
like,
sounds
bro,
so familiar.
To get out, they have to jump through like down this fucking well.
They have to go
It's,
into
like,
hell.
that looks
Yeah.
never ending, and then somehow, some way, they end up right side up coming out of a manhole.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's a trip for sure.
It's a trippy ass movie. It's
so good though.
yeah,
That is
super
one horror
sick,
movie where I was
super
like
sick.
actually excited.
What's it called?
As Above, So Below.
Interesting.
Yeah. It is a great
Isn't
horror
that like
movie.
a biblical verse too?
Yeah, so like that's kind of like what the whole firmament thing
Yeah.
is too.
Yeah.
Like as above, so below. So like the plane firmament,
Brother.
and then it has to exist on the other end as well.
It's a really good movie.
So like
Highly
Highly recommend.
Highly
yeah,
recommend it.
super sick.
8 out of 10.
I give it a 9, honestly.
Yeah, it's
It's
one of
been
my
a while since I've
favorites.
seen it, so I can't give anything higher than an 8.
I
other
love
people-
horror
Off my
movies,
memory.
You
bro.
know who else believes in as above, so below?
The Illuminati.
The good old
Freemasons.
Masons.
I don't know why we
Hobson,
like that. I thought
dude,
you were
Hobson
referring
told
to
me about
This
those
would be
guys.
the Illuminati, and then
This is
Dude, you act
Mason.
like they're any fucking different.
they are.
I mean, it's just a
Two sides
society
of the same
where
coin,
they
but
share secrets of the world that the public isn't allowed to know.
Yeah. If you want to know, just join the Masons, man.
There used to be one in a town
Throw
over
out, like,
Tony's
gang
definitely a
signs
member
and
of
shit
the
over here.
Masons.
I'd be intrigued. I don't
Got
know.
scissors.
I'm interested.
He's like, the past is fake.
Join them. You gotta join.
I just want to see what it's about one time. You know? I just-
The Masons?
yeah.
Hey, you are
Just
not
that
doing.
tracking.
I'm
I've
only
heard
here,
some
so I don't
shit.
get fined.
You have to be like recommended.
I know.
You can't just join.
I know.
You guys
I've
see
been-
Hey, you join, I'll join.
I've been
really-
I
approached
recommend
before.
you to join.
A really
Wait.
cool horror movie that
I
came
haven't
out
seen it.
lately. You
That's
guys
why
should
I
watch.
thought
It's
about
called
it.
Late Night with the Devil.
No.
Oh, you guys haven't? Okay.
What is it?
It's like
Javi doesn't like
it's
horror
like
stuff.
well, it's a talk show host, and he's bringing the devil on,
When did this come out?
and it's like last year.
I might watch
Any
this.
of
bro.
these-
It's so good.
I
Have you
love
seen the
horror
Blair
movies.
Witch
So let me ask you
Project?
This is a very interesting
Yeah.
horror movie. It's not like just straight up.
Have you heard
horror.
like how that actually all went down?
In real life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which one?
the Blair Witch Project.
Oh,
You ever watched it?
Never actually.
because they didn't tell the people that were participating in
What
it
is it
what's
called?
happening.
Pretty much, like
Uh,
90% of their
Late Night with the
filming
Devil,
was
I
all
believe.
done
I'll make sure. I'm right.
without any knowledge. They were
Low-key.
basically told like, "Hey,
Yes,
you're going to this forest for a
So
while,
good.
like,
it's also
and
kind
you're
of
gonna
dark
record your
comedy, too.
reactions." And they told them like, this is based off of real stuff. We're at the real location. We're making a movie out of it, and it was all bullshit.
It's on Netflix.
But they fucked with the actors and actresses so much that like some of them had like PTSD and like nervous breakdowns and like crazy shit, had to be hospitalized.
I never watched the like original Blair Witch.
Yeah, watch the original. Like there's this like the end scene where they're being chased. The girl said that she was honestly like blacking out because she was so terrified that she had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like honestly thought that she was gonna be murdered.
It's crazy what the human brain can do when they're in like it's a scary situation.
Well, we can't access 93%.
What were you saying about the movie you talking about? What is it about?
Oh,
again?
Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
he
like a
just-
talk show host who's like losing ratings, and he's basically like, I'm gonna bring on this lady that has a book about her communing with the devil, which is like this little girl, and he's gonna bring her and the little girl on to talk to him. I can't really say much more, otherwise spoilers. You definitely should watch it.
And so like the whole movie is like him talking. to
The whole
little
movie.
girl?
This is the coolest part. The whole movie is an episode of his show, with maybe 5 minutes of it being like found footage
flashbacks and shit.
or something like that. It's all framed as if you're just watching an episode of his show and behind the scenes footage, which is fucking awesome. So rarely any of it is actually anything that's not recorded, quote unquote.
Right.
So it makes it feel like you're watching this live. It's so fucking good.
Interesting.
And that's called.
Late
Night
Night with the Devil.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that if it air tomorrow.
I'm not watching
It's
that.
on Netflix.
Tony will never watch it because he doesn't live in the past, and the past is scary. What?
It's on Netflix or something.
I don't
It is on
actually know.
Netflix. I looked it up.
Okay.
You did? Wow.
Wow. I saw
That's
it.
it, Tony, everybody.
I saw it in
Yeah.
theaters. I had very low expectations. Also has a little bit of dark comedy in it too, and by a little I mean a fair amount. So
So I'd like to hear.
I'll check it out.
check it out on Netflix. Sponsored by
It's like Food
Nobody,
Africa.
because we
Not
don't get paid by
everybody gets it.
anybody.
Please Netflix. Netflix
Maybe.
doesn't usually sponsor people.
I don't really know.
Oh yeah. I mean, when they do though, it's
Maybe they'll just pick up our
multi-million-dollar
podcast and we'll
deals.
just
Crunchyroll.
have our podcast.
If you get hit up,
We'll be
by
the first
Netflix,
podcast on Netflix.
Oh, dude, we're gonna be the
Hell
pod
yeah.
on Netflix. That's crazy.
I would be down. Hey, Crunchyroll.
Hell yeah,
Sponsor
brother.
us too, bro.
Who?
Hell yeah.
Crunchyroll
We
anime.
would have
Make it
to
anime
only
about
speak
our
about
podcast?
anime though.
That would be crazy.
I can talk about
I would
anime.
do it.
All right, let's
Yeah,
talk
me
about
too.
some anime. So, if you were watching an anime porn,
Okay,
Oh,
no.
this
God.
mother-
You
Bro,
mean
why do you
hentai?
want to watch
That's
hentai?
what I told him. I don't like
You
it.
mean hentai?
He's been bringing it up a lot.
I don't
think
watch
he
it.
wants
That's a
to.
lot.
I've tried. No. I'll be honest with the audience. I've tried. I can't get my rocks off the hentai.
He's tried.
I've tried, of course. Of course, I've tried.
You know, there's
You
children
watch
here, right?
Okay, if I,
animated porn?
I,
Ever
I
tried
told
putting something
Juan
in
that
your
he can
mouth?
always call me out of the limits. All right. If I go over the limit, he can
Bro,
push me
but
back
like,
down.
why?
Why?
Why did I try?
Why this though? No, like what?
Oh, okay. No, it's
No, like why did you try? I guess like what led you?
because much
Take
like
us through.
watching anime, I was like, I want to understand why people like this. So maybe I do like it. I just don't know. I just didn't.
He likes
But-
that.
But you like
people-
anime?
I don't like most anime though.
Oh,
Western style anime, I can really get into.
American.
Disgusting.
For real.
You guys,
This guy's a devil.
Castlevania. Castlevania is great.
Mid.
Okay, all right. Terminator
Watch
Zero just
Hellsing.
came out.
Hey,
It's pretty
I
Watch
watched the first
Hellsing.
episode of that.
Hey, that's a good one.
I haven't seen that.
Which one?
Terminator
Hellsing?
No. What'd you say?
Hellsing. Hellsing and Hellsing
Oh,
Ultimate.
Hellsing? Yeah.
So
I haven't tried
good.
Hellsing. I haven't tried
Hellsing
told me
Ultimate,
about
bro. Don't watch the dub. I don't know. Watch the dub. The voices are really funny in the
Watch
dub.
the abridged.
No, watch Hellsing, then watch Hellsing Ultimate, then watch
I've
the
seen
abridged.
Juan has something to
Hellsing.
say.
It's so funny.
I've
Juan
seen
has something to
We
say.
just love kids.
Juan has something to say.
I started watching One Piece again.
Hey!
Hell yes.
King of the
I knew
Pirates
that
is
of
the goated
Mainline.
anime.
He was texting
Come
me
at
this.
It's not.
He was texting me this, and I'm like, "Welcome to the greatest hell ever created."
Hell.
It's
I
a
am.
long
I
show,
am.
bro.
That is what I want to call.
Well, you're like the number one Piece fan. You haven't even
I'm
finished
not.
it.
I'm not the number one.
I
I will not
am-
claim that either.
On episode 15 currently, but the last time I watched,
You
it,
only
I
have
left-
1,085
Wait,
left.
That's about 2.5 years.
Damn, brother.
I left off
Voyage.
on like 200 something. So if I can go through and find 200 something like that I left off on, like where I
Yeah.
remember the story, I'm gonna start back.
I'm
there.
telling you, after Marineford, it gets so good.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
So
like,
good.
So like, I have
It is
homies
so
that
good,
have
bro.
been like
See.
watching this shit their whole fucking since it came out,
I think
and they would send me like clips of new episodes because like they would change the animators or whatever, like new animation styles, and they sent me some fucking fight scenes that were legit, bro. So like, I'm
The
hyped.
newest season, bro. Oh, fuck.
That's
Gear
what got me
5
to watch
Luffy.
I'm hyped.
Can't believe you
I
called
know you're still not
Castlevania
caught up,
mid.
you bitch.
Can't believe you called
I'm busy.
Castlevania mid. The first series, I haven't watched the second series, but the first series, the first like 4 seasons, the first series is so good. Mid was a bait, wasn't it?
No,
Because it's a great show.
because it's mid.
Hellsing's story
Castlevania's
is
not bad.
or not.
It's a pretty good show.
It's not about
Castlevania.
I think pretty good.
Okay,
Which is
here's
about
my
it.
thing with
Pretty
it.
good.
See?
The writing was good. The writing was
The writing's good. The
For
action's
Castlevania?
great.
Yes.
What is your favorite classic anime?
Initial
It's
D.
classic.
Golden Boy.
Initial D.
I still haven't
Initial
seen it.
D is
Yeah.
also
I
really
feel like I
fucking
could like.
good.
I feel like I
You
could
need to
like
watch it.
I feel like I like it.
You need to watch it.
Initial
I
D is
grew up
amazing.
watching anime.
I would
grew up
say
watching Initial D.
Naruto
Like, that was my
because it is
first.
technically a classic, but I prefer Shippuden over Naruto, and I don't consider Shippuden to be a classic.
It's not. It was
It's
more
not.
modern.
It
more
came out in like
So-
it finished in like what
I also-
2013,
dude,
2014.
Yeah, 13.
Avatar,
13.
great
yeah,
anime.
finished. But One Piece is considered a classic, and it's still being produced. So
Yeah, but it also
But
had
early
the old
seasons
animation
are-
Yeah.
style, which considers
Well,
it
yeah.
a classic.
that's why
That's why
I'm saying like I would say Naruto, but I like Shippuden more, and I don't consider.
I
it
really
a
like
classic.
Golden Boy. Initial
What
D
is
is really good.
Yeah,
That
initial
was a-
D's a good one.
Gundam.
Gundam's not bad.
Yeah,
Gundam's
Yeah.
not bad.
Gundam, Dragon Ball, and Naruto are the only
I need to
ones
watch
watched when I was
Inuyasha.
younger.
Yes, that's a good one.
Inuyasha.
Which
I need
one?
to watch
There's
it.
one
Me-
big part of
Cowboy
Inuyasha that
Bebop.
does not age
That's
well. I'll
what
let
You
you
know
figure
what?
that
I
out
don't
for
even care.
yourself.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
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 Why are you acting like that's a bad thing?
Because like, I
Pokemon's
feel
an
like a lot of
OG.
You saw
people
Gengar, didn't you?
well,
My
when I
daughter.
talk to a lot of people who don't
Oh.
consider like Pokemon to be like anime in a sense,
It's-
like
it's
it
anime,
obviously
bro.
is. Like the way they
It's pretty
describe
badass.
it to me is different than
Well,
like how you would watch like a
because-
normal anime. I don't understand.
Yeah,
it.
people
Oh,
say that
I think-
Castlevania.
Did you guys
I
saw
think
that there's
and
a
know
Rick and
that it
Morty
is
It's a
animated?
Western
animated?
anime.
I have
That's
not
why
seen that yet,
that's why they don't
but I
say
kind of want to check
Which
it
is
out.
dumb because
Have you guys
anime
seen
is animated.
Yeah.
Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah, it's a
Hajime
damn
no
good
Ippo?
one. I love
Yeah,
that. I
one's
love
good.
that.
It's a
anime.
boxing one. It's fucking sick.
So good.
Oh,
It teaches you about
Is he Mexican?
perseverance, really.
Yeah,
Not-
it's
I
not
watched
Hispanic?
Baki.
No,
I feel like I might have watched
he's
that one.
Asian.
Yeah.
he's
He's
Asian.
Asian.
Huh?
It's
Motherfucker's
it's
like
like
old- it's like-
Hispanic.
yeah, it's because of the animation style, but he is taken in Japan.
Yeah,
It is taking place in
Hunter
Japan.
x Hunter.
Hunter's
Hunter's
good.
good one, man.
I like that.
Oh, I have seen this one.
Bakugan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hajime no Ippo was so good.
Baku. This man's naming fucking
Although-
cartoon. cartoon
Animated.
shit.
Code Lyoko.
That
That was
is
a
a good ass
classic,
show.
yeah.
That was a
That's
classic.
a
I didn't
good
like
ass
it.
show.
Dude, how do we all know about Code? We're old. Fuck.
Code Lyoko.
I didn't like it.
That was like one of the first animes I ever
Don't
like.
look
actually
up the
watched.
animation.
I don't give a fuck.
Y'all
what anybody
remember
says,
Jackie
'cause I think that's
Chan's
like
cartoon?
American.
Dude, yeah.
Jackie Chan Adventures?
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Uncle?
Uncle.
Oh, I
Shaolin
love
Showdown?
Uncle.
Shaolin Showdown was one of my
Dude,
favorites,
Shaolin
bro.
Showdown's really good.
Shit. We about to
Uncle,
go down.
what did Uncle say?
I don't want to see it.
Hi,
I'll tell you Uncle
yeah.
Roger.
Oh, have you guys ever watched Gurren Lagann?
That's just a
Yeah.
quote.
I know it is.
Super
I know it is.
good anime.
I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll
Sounds
take one for the
familiar.
team.
It's like
Death
you lived
Note.
in
Jake, can I get an uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures?
I don't think he knows.
like no.
What is your
Eat
favorite?
Zero. Not a good
Hiya!
There you go, dude. That's what he says. He's not being racist.
one. I didn't think he was.
Coleman had that look at him.
Did you guys watch PBS as a kid?
I watched like
bit.
a
I
little.
like
bit.
Reading
A
Rainbow,
lot.
bro.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading
Hold on.
PBS felt like cancer.
Wait, was PBS
my
where
brain.
like what was the fucking
Arthur and fucking
It was so
Dragon
bad.
Tail.
It was just like
who
the
had-
worst
Who had
stuff.
the lemur?
Oh, Zabumafu. Yeah.
Was it Zaboom?
Yeah.
Zaboom.
I forgot about that.
That one always sticks to my
You didn't know
mind.
about Zabumafu?
I've watched PBS when I was a kid, but not really.
Apparently-
You want to know what a really good anime is?
You have a list.
I do.
I said
Yosuga
D-
no Sora.
What?
It's the one
You
where
can't say
the.
that.
Eh.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
You're gonna make me try and read this again.
Yasuga Nasora.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Same.
Neither have I.
It's a little bit iffy.
Oh, it's probably
So, like-
tentacly.
My,
It's not tentacly, but it's pretty fucked.
what was the one you were talking about earlier? Inuyasha.
Best classic anime of all time. Ghost Stories English dub.
Dude,
It's really good.
Brother, I started watching
40 seconds
that.
faster, so
It's
we
so
sound
funny.
I
racist.
started watching that. That shit.
Oh my god.
bro,
Anime-
Ghost Stories
That
dub
shit
is
is-
so
He's like,
funny.
Did
He's
you
like-
do your homework?
It's not a
Oh, I
podcast.
forgot
Bro,
you're
bro, the
dyslexic.
sister-
Homework did you do?
Bro, it's so good.
God, I hope you're adopted.
It is so unfair,
Bitch, would you shut the fuck up?
then-
Dude, they just let them. It's like they snorted crack, and then they're like, "Go."
So I was listening to something about it because I was like, "What the fuck is this show?" When I first found it, and apparently like
I'm
the
adding that back
ratings
to my
on the
list. I'm
show
gonna
weren't
rewatch
that
that.
great. It's so funny, dude. But the show's ratings weren't that great, so the producers were like, "Nobody's watching this. You guys can just kind of like have at it, whatever you want." The actors were like, "How far can we take this?" And like the first episode, like you can tell it's so toned back, but they were really trying to push their buttons. And by episode 3, they were just like, "Let's just see when we get canceled," and they never did.
It's very funny.
We gotta show him some clips of this.
No, I've seen this.
Oh, okay.
I
My
legitimately think it's funny.
favorite one
Those
is where he's
stories-
like, "Run like a big black guy chasing you."
That is not our favorite part.
It's fine.
That's cold.
Ooh, have you guys seen Assassination Classroom?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That
I never
whole-
finished
the hard-
it.
You haven't seen that?
I've
He
barely.
doesn't watch
He doesn't
anime.
watch it.
Dude.
You watch Bleach?
Yes.
That's another good.
I need to watch Thousand Year
I
Blood
have
War.
not finished
Yeah.
it. I would say
My
that.
girlfriend
I
was
have not
watching Inuyasha or whatever it's called. Is it what's called?
Yeah,
Inuyasha?
I haven't seen it.
With the dog guy?
finished it.
Yes, Miles
Dog
has
man.
seen it. I have not.
He's
Okay.
a demon.
So the demon.
He's
well,
a demon.
He's half. He's a
People
dog
who
demon.
have seen-
He's a dog demon.
People have seen Inuyasha like claim that's
There's
like,
a
one of the
problem.
top, like,
There's a
5
problem.
animes.
It's a
It's
good
a-
anime.
It seemingly was pretty good. I was watching it, but there is an active pedophile with their group always.
Same thing with Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
He has
no,
his
no.
mage
Hisoka?
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
motherfucker's
tell me
a
Hisoka's
real-
Oh, yeah.
not.
Bro,
He
Hisoka's a weirdo,
That
bro.
dude touches kids in the
For
bathroom.
sure.
It's
Yeah,
really
100%.
bad. It's really bad.
He
And
doesn't
Why-
have to
what
do
was
it
it?
out. He does it in public, bro.
Yeah,
Well, I
dude.
know.
That
is that on
motherfucker was-
Inuyasha?
No, that's
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, who's the mage guy in Inuyasha?
I forgot his
I
name.
I wish
Anyway,
everyone
he's a
that's
pedophile.
listening to this podcast could just see Tony's face.
I mean,
Touching kids? Who's
He's
touching kids?
He immediately was like,
Hisoka.
Brother,
I've been telling
Bro,
you guys
and
that
most-
we need to
some of
record
the
this
animes
shit
you've watched
video.
don't touch
we need
kids.
to
we
get
need a video
one
so
day.
they can see.
You need videos, bro.
No, we need to record for
We
our
only need video of
podcast. That's what
Tony.
I'm trying to say. Duh.
Yeah, we do. We just need a face cam on Tony.
We do actually need camera
Tony.
footage of Tony.
Dude, that would be funny. Get like one of those like really close face cam mounts for Tony.
No,
so
it
that's
can't be.
like
It has to be
a
like
portion
right
of
here,
facial
so we can get his
expressions.
I'm gonna
hands
see his
too.
beady eyes just go.
His
beady eyes?
What the fuck?
Oh my god. You don't have beady eyes.
No, he does.
He does have beady eyes.
Yeah.
If I'm pissed, then yeah, I'll probably start you like fucking.
You got them daggers.
Yeah.
He's
Like
got
Stalin.
those beaties.
If
Like
looks can
Stalin.
kill, Tony's got the eyes.
Tony
Yeah.
will be a murderer.
Murder.
Murder.
I was gonna say something.
Say it.
Say
Spit it out.
it.
Just fucking say it.
Was it
Get
about
it off
anime?
your chest.
Oh my god.
Spit it out.
Was it about anime porn?
What?
Oh
Why do you keep
my
going back?
Going back with
For reactions.
Bro,
Bro doesn't even watch anime, but he watches anime porn.
Yeah, this
Tried
man's
it
over here
once.
watching
I've
hentai.
never watched
Wow.
hentai, so I don't know.
On the
what,
daily. We've
Tried
caught him
it.
at
So,
work.
I don't know what to
Dude.
recommend.
So you were the one that
Dude.
Travis cut in the bathroom.
Travis caught someone in the
Yo,
bathroom.
actually,
Quit trying to
so
play it out.
on my Honda, I'll wait for it to be quiet. So on my old Honda, I had I Heart Hentai stickers, and they were in the shape of panties, right? Because I thought it was funny.
That's
My
so
car
funny.
was covered in anime shit, and I was at a gas station, and this big girl came up to me. She was probably like 320 or something, and she was like,
Tortas.
She was as big as
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
heaviest?
Bro.
she was a big girl. Mind you,
That's
she
a
was like,
chicharrón.
she was maybe 5'5" and this big, like, yeah, big girl. And she was like, "What's your favorite hentai?" And I was like, "Excuse me?"
She's
like,
very
I see your
forward.
stickers. Like,
She's very forward.
do you want some recommendations? And I was like, "It's a fucking joke. Please leave me alone." She's like, "Whatever, asshole." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm the asshole because you just come up to me."
You do have a I love
You
hentai
were-
sticker
yeah,
on your
yeah.
You
car.
were the asshole.
I also have tax this
You were
dick
the
on
ass.
the back of my car. You
Yes.
think I want people to be like, "You want to see mine?"
Okay,
He's the
but
bad
you
guy.
can't
It
put
is.
those kind of stickers on your
Horrible
car
example.
and not
It's
expect
acceptable.
that.
Questions, yeah.
She was just kind of being
People would've
forward.
figured
Well, she was
it,
being forward.
like-
She was
She
just
was
like,
You know when you were
she's
like,
shooting
people
her
are
shot.
dumb?
Correct.
She's shooting her shot.
You
Yes.
remember when you just said that?
Yes.
You're being kind
Shot
of dumb
this.
right now. Because
In hindsight,
it's
but like, I feel like
That was other people's opinions.
okay, hentai is a porn category though, right? So
Is
like-
it?
Right.
Yes. It
But
is.
you put
literally
"I
click on
love
the-
hentai" on your car,
I can put
and then
heart
you're
tits on the back
confused.
of my car. It doesn't mean I want someone to come up and show me their fucking tits.
That'd be
No,
terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that
You would be happy about it. Don't
You know,
worry.
Yeah, you would.
a lady
You'll be
comes
like,
up and is like,
Hey,
"Here you
I'm
go,
gonna
and
say-
you're like,
no,
man."
no,
I'll be like,
I'll be-
Boys, listen. I get
Excuse
married
me.
next week, and so for my safety, no, I would never want to see any other woman's.
Chat, he's lying.
Well, obviously.
big liar
I
guy.
was
Have
in
you
the
seen the
chat.
mask? Like, you know, when,
Yeah. Where his eyes pop out?
pops out the fucking tongue.
Tongue
Bro,
We need a video.
I ain't sticking my
Yeah,
tongue
and
out.
Javi's nose gets all big and giant. He goes,
He is a
Oh
seat
my
sniffer. Back to this.
You would have I Heart Hentai, but you're like, I would also have like I Heart Tits on the back
no, I'm
of
just
my
saying,
car.
like, I
So you
wouldn't
like
put,
both?
like, what my, nobody sane, I should say, would put their favorite porn category. Like,
Yeah,
I heart
your-
whatever.
your favorite
like,
porn
nobody's
category is
gonna put I
tits.
heart step bro, step sis porn on the back of their fucking
Dude, that
car.
Onyx video?
I feel like Steven would.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
People put I Heart MILFs.
What the
MILFs is a porn category.
It is.
Or is
but-
everyone just like low key naming their favorite one?
No, I'm just saying.
I Heart
You gotta
MILFs.
go-
Like,
no, definitely not
you
naming
see
my
those stickers all
favorite.
the
I'm not
time.
into that shit.
Uh-huh.
But like, you wouldn't expect someone to come up to you and be like, "What's your favorite MILF video, bro?"
I don't know.
I would. If I had it on my
Ava
fucking
Adams.
car.
Huh?
If I had it on my car.
What'd you
You're
say?
trying to get the whole baiting thing.
Wait, what'd you
I can
Any
see it.
Ava Adams video, bro.
Who's that?
You see this man reminiscing right now? He's just like,
say? Adam.
Lisa Ann, bro.
Never. Oh, I think I know that name.
Lisa
I don't know
Ann,
any
the
porn star
baddie.
by name.
This dude.
Hey, bro, we all have our crutches, alright?
Dude, okay. When I was in
Like Adam?
when I was like freshman or
Ash-
something, I found
Ava
out a porn
Adams.
star, and I literally like,
Adams.
would not stop watching any of her shit.
Who's that?
Constantly.
Just look it up sometime.
Look up Google Ava Adams right now. I actually don't know who that is.
I'm not searching that shit up. You
Big
search it
titty
up.
goth egg, bro.
You search it up. You're single.
I have her on TikTok.
You're
Big
single.
titty
sorry,
goth
you
egg,
gotta do a
bro.
lot
I don't even think you edit this.
I don't
shit.
even.
This
Yeah,
is
I
good.
don't
This is
even.
good.
I think this should go in. I'll leave it.
Please don't edit this.
I'm gonna edit the parts where we're talking
Ava
about
Adams.
editing, but
Ava
that's it.
That's it. Yeah, we're
Everything else is staying.
at least give me the uncut version so I can just.
I
have
don't
it for
think you
myself.
should see what this is, Max. You should stay very pure. You're already very nihilistic as it is.
There you go.
Let me see.
Oh my
Wait, who is
goodness.
it?
Yeah, Ava Adams.
right, I could tell what Max is thinking right now.
Or else you
I
got
can't wait to
Lisa
get home.
Ann, bro.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like.
no, like
That
the
looks
third.
like a
Bro, or
real
else
life
you got
person
Lisa
of hentai.
Ann,
Oh
bro.
my
These look like
goodness.
fake people.
What is happening?
This is what I'm
The majority of them is
doing.
fake.
You got
They do
Lisa
look-
Ann.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
dude.
Both of these people just like
You guys
are
just reminded me of a story,
they're not
actually.
attractive to me.
Majority
So-
of them-
Story.
Most porn stars are unattractive.
When I was
Do with your
They're porn stars because they have
Middle
one
school.
good
Middle
asset.
Oh no, actually, that's a whole different thing.
Sometimes do.
So, in middle school, you remember how like when the internet was first like being introduced into schools and shit like that, they weren't like super big on the security and everything like that. Well, me and my friends knew about that, and we also knew like proxy sites to go around the fact that schools would block sites and shit like that.
HTTPS.
Yeah,
Type
literally the
And
type of shit we had
So
to do.
we would literally like teach kids how to go around like the blockages on the fucking thing, but we would teach them by telling them to look up like the most provocative shit in the world, bro. So like, I remember vividly there was this one time this one kid was like, "Yeah, bro, like do this, blah blah blah, put it on the proxy and then go into this website and type in this name." And it was a porn star's name, bro, and this kid looked it up and literally started playing porn in the middle of the live. Like, it was comedy, bro. Like,
Oh no.
but yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And then he actually just also reminded me of the fact that when I was in like my second part of training in the Marine Corps, I met this dude who his sister is a porn star. Like,
That's cool.
Actively in this day and age.
How did he feel about that?
Are you
That would be a
talking about
weird
Mia?
Oh,
feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What's her name? What's her name?
he told me the name, but I
I'm
don't
not. Let's not
Let's
get
not
Let's not
go
go
into
there.
it. Let's
Yeah,
not
Let's
dox
not go
it.
there.
But
She's famous enough as
yeah,
is.
we
Right.
don't need to give her no more coin. Anyway, he said that it's very awkward and very uncomfortable
It has to be.
sometimes. Like,
Yeah, it would be weird. It'd be weird because like most porn
How
is
would
also
you feel
stepsister
like-
stuff.
Never. I'm not even gonna.
no, like
ask
that's
this
a good question. Like
because,
that
I
would
am
be
a
like
dad,
really
I'm not gonna go
uncomfortable
there.
because like how would you feel going to like a family gathering and like knowing that like your aunt, sister, cousin, whatever the fuck is like just getting railed out for money? Like,
I would just avoid her, honestly.
right? Like,
Like,
the
what do you
moment I
even
find out someone in my
do?
family
I
won
wouldn't
best
avoid that
butthole,
person.
like, I'm out.
I wouldn't avoid that person. I'd just
You
be
wouldn't?
a person with a job, bro.
That's not just.
That's-
an ordinary
But that's
job.
just being
You're
a
just-
whore.
an interest, yeah.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
It's completely fine.
No,
No,
that's
they
no
have
morals.
zero,
So-
zero
Oh my god,
self-respect.
bro! It is
No moral.
completely. It is
So, like,
completely. I'm
he's
not very
okay.
left wing. I'm very. No
I don't
more.
know. You
Stop
were
baiting.
really advocating Kamala Harris. And you're like, porn stars are perfectly fine. It's just a sex work. Like, it's totally normal.
I'm like, don't trust anything she says. Don't vote for her.
It's a taxable
Bro,
income.
it's just
He's trying to advocate, trying to figure out why we're upset about Venezuelan gangs taking over Colorado. This guy's a fucking spy.
think about it.
He's
The double agent now.
He's been cooking this whole time.
I've
If you
got all this dirt on Max.
Bro, it's
porn stars just
it's
doing
just
their job.
prostitution,
It's fine.
bro.
That's
Right,
fine.
but like,
It's
Prostitution should be
literally
legal, bro.
Prostitution.
No.
No,
100%.
Bro,
They
no.
need to have
What?
some self-respect for themselves, bro.
No, if they want to, they can, but it's up to them.
That's
I
prostitution.
would never.
You're wanting that for them. It's not. It's
Okay,
not
let me
your-
ask you this to Max.
Associate
Max.
something like that.
I guess that's
Hypothetically,
that's fair.
no,
It
hypothetically
is fair.
speaking,
Yeah.
say you had a daughter and she wanted to become a porn star. How would you feel about that?
Well, I wouldn't have a daughter, first of all.
You don't know that. It's a 50-50 shot.
It's not a 50-50
It is
shot.
a
Yes, it
50-50 shot.
is.
No, it isn't.
It is a 50-50 shot.
He doesn't want kids.
Hey,
Well,
God,
if
it's
you-
not a 50-50
I said hypothetically.
shot.
I said
Okay,
hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I have a
isn't
kid.
that show?
And it's a girl,
About
Yes.
and she's of age.
You want me to be
Is that
completely
about-
honest?
then-
Go
I don't
on.
care. It's their life.
Have you seen that?
Interesting.
I
About
hate
this
to
guy,
tell
like-
it, but again, I don't
True.
want. This is
I
from
feel
the
like-
framing of I don't want
Have you
I
seen
kids.
feel like as a
Haven't
like
seen that
No,
one.
as a
I think
parent, you would care. You say you don't care now because
Yeah,
you
'cause
don't.
I don't
You're
want-
not a parent.
So you're asking me hypothetical? I couldn't answer.
I feel like you could hypothetically.
I just I can only from
Brother,
the framing of someone who doesn't
Listen
want a
to
kid.
me. If I have
don't-
a daughter and she did that, disowned. Disowned.
Tony,
I
there'd
don't
be a
give
long
shit.
list of
He's
things.
dead serious.
I don't
Dead
give a
Look at
fuck.
his beady eyes.
Disowned and he
There-
shit is not allowed in my house.
There'd be a lot. That's what part of disown
Dead
would be.
I think
serious.
he's
There'd
just
be a
worried about
lot.
finding her videos
Do you hear
more
the
than anything.
conviction in this man's voice? Like he is.
What would you
dead,
do
so
if
he
you?
feels
look-
it.
look-
What if you? What if you were on Pornhub and you found one?
What?
Of his daughter?
You would ignore it, right?
I would be pissed.
You'd be pissed.
I-
You'd be so mad.
Disowned, like I said.
Disowned.
I don't think I could watch porn if I had kids, bro. Like, genuinely.
I'll be
You'd be
scared.
surprised. Jake says.
Okay, so
Well, it
I
was
don't
kind of
know.
implied with the.
I mean, as he was thinking, looking up in the
I
eyes,
was
looking
trying
up
to
in the
think,
scare.
like,
Why would it be
because like my
any
kids
different?
are so young. Like I don't watch porn to begin with right now. Like
Well,
I
like,
haven't
I'm
watched
just
porn
trying to
in
picture,
years.
like,
I genuinely don't. Either.
especially, like,
Same.
once they were over 18, I would be too scared to, like,
yeah.
You watch hentai porn. What do you mean?
Like my oldest
can't do
daughter
it. It
is
doesn't do
7
anything.
years old. Like I can't even like fathom putting those two even close.
Yeah.
To a
Yes.
connection.
Yeah, I don't think
So, like,
having kids
maybe she
wouldn't
was,
affect
like,
it.
Brother, they have
20 or
Discovery Channel.
something. That the barriers get closer, but still, it's my child, so I would never even think
Yeah.
about it. So
that's
why
what I'm saying.
kinda
I would
went
be
in,
too
like,
scared to, like, go on there just because what if?
It's a possibility.
Unless I am
Yeah.
specifically looking someone up, like an older video that I've seen, I wouldn't even.
Wait,
attempt it.
Coleman, let me ask you this. So, like, one of those, like, porn ladies that you actually, like, right? Like, that you, like, watch in their videos. Do you also have, like, this... Wait, let me fucking
He's on the
finish.
spot.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Let me fucking finish. Do you, like, you're, like, after you're done, after you nut, you're like, I'm disgusted.
After your release,
Yeah.
do you have any clarity as to the
You're,
situation that
you're
just
like,
put
I
yourself
hate
in?
you.
I've never said
I
that. No, it's more of
disrespect
I
you.
hate myself.
Well, you disrespect me. You're like, I don't like,
He's
I don't
like,
like
"I
what
should
you
never
do.
repeat my
I don't like
story."
what you do
That's
for a
it, but
living.
games
Thank
up.
you, ma'am, but I don't like what you do for a living. And then you put your phone away.
I think they're whores and whores should be treated as whores.
Oh my
That is the way I view
I don't
porn
see
stars.
that at all, really. Oh,
Hey,
That's
you
the
know,
way I view
how do
porn
you see it?
stars.
Women
I see it as, like,
that,
it's just their
were
profession,
fertile were just
and they
thrown into
can-
whorehouses back in the day. 'Cause you
I just,
couldn't get
I mean, it's just
pregnant,
like a profession.
so-
That's not a profession. Though. All
It is a profession.
They're just
It's
being
not.
whores.
I
No,
mean,
it is
I mean,
separate from
realistically, like, so, like, here's the
It
thing. So,
requires
like,
no skill.
a profession is something that, like, requires some sort of professionalism, right?
That's
Not necessarily true.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
it's in
that's-
the word.
it's
It's
literally
in the
what it
What
word.
do we do as a profession? We fucking work at a warehouse.
Which requires some sort of.
It doesn't
profession.
require
There's a
much of
protocol.
anything, brother.
100% to a
You
certain
guys
extent.
worked with that
We
one guy
cannot
today.
break things. Like, there's a certain way we have to go about shit, right?
Yeah, like
they
do.
literally just fuck.
They don't just do that.
This
That's
is pretty much
brother,
what
that's
do.
all they
They
do.
do the
There is,
one
like,
Brother,
certain
they
things-
fucking
Oh,
get-
oh, sorry.
biological.
There's certain
Your
things
pizza's
they
here.
have to
That's
do.
not fucking.
There's a certain, there's certain standards they have to uphold too. I'm sure, but we're not in the industry.
All they get
Well,
is
yeah,
like,
they have
bro,
to pretend to enjoy everything that's happening. They have to fucking like over exaggerate everything that's happening
Possibly.
because
They have
to make it seem
no,
part of
not
their job,
possibly,
bro.
100%. Like that.
Part of their job. Like,
Right.
We have shit in our job we have to do we don't like either.
That's not professional though. Like,
It's not professional.
No,
Of course, it's not professional.
they're
They
fucking
have,
like.
they have to do the most
yeah.
basic human function.
Jake,
and
what do
try
you
to
do at work?
reproduce.
What do you do?
Like an example
do I
is like
do?
when
You move
when
metal.
somebody asks you. Wait,
move
listen.
metal.
I don't even move
When somebody
metal.
asks you
It's
what
usually
you do, what do
mattresses
you
and
say?
shit at this point.
Huh?
What do you say when somebody asks you what you do? Like, what do you do for work?
I'm a machine operator.
Okay, what does what does a porn star say? Because they don't say that they're a porn star.
I don't know. Maybe
They say
they're
I'm an
proud of
adult-
it.
They're
They
an
say I'm a
adult
pro-
film star
Yeah, well, some people say they're
because
a
it's
star,
not
I'm sure.
fucking professional.
But for them, it is their profession.
They have to
No.
make like an entirely different name for it for it to be
Wild. It's what they
professional.
do.
They whore themselves out because they can make money off their body.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
dude,
People
literally,
whore
you could
themselves
do
out
this
without being
tomorrow.
porn stars.
You could be a whore
They
tomorrow if
do.
you wanted to.
It's still being
That's
a
what
whore.
OnlyFans is.
A
I'm
potato
just saying,
on the
I
ground
think
is
it's just
the same
okay.
as a potato on
It's
the
just,
ground.
fine.
it's just a legal
It's just a profession that they
classification.
decided to do.
I mean,
just
Why?
at the
It's
camera,
not
just
fine
a job.
from your perspective.
I mean, just like to a certain degree, like they have no respect for themselves.
Maybe they have a lot of respect for
They
themselves.
No, they
That's why
don't.
do
no,
what they do.
absolutely not. So like that's like saying that the woman that posts herself half naked on
Bro,
the
they'll
internet
do
has
anal
respect
for
herself
extra money.
because she thinks
She
she's
might.
she's
Hey,
so
most of them
she's
porn
so
star has
confident that she
husbands.
flexes her body. But if you're that confident
How
and you're
the
so
fuck do
secure
they
in
deal with
yourself,
that?
you're not
Just
posting
knowing
yourself
that your
half
wife
naked
is
to
just
get
getting railed.
validation
I-
for comments.
I would
That's
say-
not how it works.
I would
That's
say a
how they
lot
do.
of people. I know a lot of guys that would post themselves like without a shirt on,
Just like your cook chair.
because they're like working out. 'Cause they're-
But why? The
one
whole
micro
point
thing
is like,
one
why
conversation.
Would you even? Why would you post the picture in the first place?
Okay, so
Because
why
you're
would a
seeking
guy? Why would a guy that's really
Anyone.
confident in themselves post like maybe like a before and after pic, or just like an update pic on like because they're trying to build muscle?
Okay.
They post on Instagram. They have a lot of respect for themselves and they're very confident.
As far as you're
But
aware, like their public.
They might
persona.
have
They
some
are
self confidence
still
issues.
searching for that
Validation.
validation and
So
acknowledgement.
they're not
Correct.
fully confident in
They're not fully
themselves.
confident.
That's I don't
If
think
you
that's
are one
the case.
I
with
literally
every
don't-
single-
people-
I don't think that's the case with every single person.
I'm very
No,
confident in myself.
I'm-
I don't post on social media.
But I think there
anyway.
are
Yeah.
people that are very confident in themselves that also post on social media that
I
have more
think
confidence
anybody
than
that
you or
posts
me.
on
That's
social
being more
media needs
narcissistic.
I was gonna say that could
Right.
be egotistical.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And
Just
that's
because
the
we
thing.
don't
If
do
you
it
are
doesn't mean
egotistical,
that-
you're
I
still
think,
seeking validation.
Like
Exactly.
on the real, I
Exactly.
think
I'm
we
right
just
there
don't understand it because we don't do it.
No.
I think that's really
No, we
I
don't
no.
say-
The thing
No,
is that I
no,
did at one point.
no.
Like I did. I literally was making like thirst trap content
Yeah.
on fucking Instagram.
And for
I
you-
did do this.
for you, it
because I
might-
was fucking insecure about myself.
It might be different for these people. Though. We
It's
don't know.
not, though.
No, it's
It's
not,
not.
brother.
It's literally what
You're
Even
giving
if-
everyone the benefit of the doubt when you
Even
shouldn't be.
if they were to say 100%, like they said 100%, I don't do this for the validation or anything. It's subconsciously that you would.
Then
not,
you would turn your comments off. You wouldn't allow
So,
people
like-
to like your
so
shit.
you would, you would automatically delete all your social
It would
media.
literally just be for yourself. You'd have a private
You would
page
not
for you
have
to
a
see your own
single
progress.
person looking at your feed.
Yeah.
It
We're
would
saying this
just
on a
be for you.
podcast. It's uploaded to YouTube.
100%.
We're doing
I'm
it
not-
for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing it to make money or get people.
I'm doing
People
this to
just
make
follow us
money.
'cause-
Fun. We talk already, bro. We're just recording.
Yeah.
Right, but with that argument, then like every fitness influencer is just trying to
Yes.
get validation.
100%.
Yes.
Every person that makes a podcast posted online is just trying to get validation.
Yes.
Most of the time, I guess.
We're not
Yeah.
doing that though. We're just doing it to have fun. So maybe they're just doing that to share their
Okay, but podcasting and porn are two very different things.
Very.
true.
Yes.
True. And so is like a person that posts themselves
But
without
all
a
of
shirt
us-
on Instagram and porn.
All
They're
of
different.
us are trying to
We're not
get
looping it all together.
validation
Not entirely.
with
I could
podcasts.
agree with him on that just from the.
I know people that have done it, and I know that they're incredibly confident in themselves. Maybe your case was a little
But
bit
I
different
think
one, but
I think
other.
the subconscious point still stands.
Yes,
But
because-
we don't know because we don't know what their subconscious is.
Max,
We know
okay,
what our subconscious.
You're up here,
is.
sir. Right? We're just having a conversation. Let's bring her down a little bit. All right.
Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Who's the fucking conspiracy theorist now?
It's not a conspiracy.
But no,
I'm just saying maybe
I
we don't
think-
see it from the same perspective as the people because we can't see into their brains.
So
But you can body like
I have a
psychologists
theory
do,
about
though.
why
It's
Maybe
people
body
go
language.
into porn,
Therefore, you can't
and
read
it's
the
usually
body.
because they weren't given enough love as a
You can
child.
read what they're actually
Maybe.
trying
And
to
secondly,
initially put
no.
out there.
Secondly, they want validation from somebody,
Yes.
And money.
and so they go to porn because they get a lot of validation from it. But a lot of horny guys being like, "Oh, you're so hot," like
Some of them
all
probably
this
do.
dumb shit. That is why people go into. That's why I say like whores are whores.
Mm-hmm.
Like it depends on how these women are raised and men too.
I was gonna say some of them probably do, but some of them might just.
No, brother, no. Everything is just prostitution, bro.
So, anyways, what?
It's football
Jake.
season, guys.
Shut the
I don't
fuck up.
watch sports like that.
I'm gonna start watching football again this year.
You guys watch
Religiously.
eSport Valorant?
No.
Fuck football.
No.
No one
I
cares.
deleted Valorant off my PC.
So you know
We didn't even play it.
I know, that's
We
why I
could play
deleted it.
Yeah, see, like esports.
We
is
were
like,
supposed to play this weekend, Max.
We could play
not a
it.
thing.
I was dying, bro. Huh?
Esports doesn't exist.
Esports does exist.
not a
I watched
sport.
it. Oh, it is a sport. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
How is it a sport?
How do you define sport? Can you look that up?
A physical activity.
Let's look it up.
I agree, but in order to like perform like how like they're categorizing esports, it does take a lot of mental
Adderall.
acuity. Yes, a lot of Adderall.
That's what
But, like-
most of them take before every
Hey,
match.
I used to
Yeah.
take
Probably.
that, and then it gave me weird nose twitches, so I stopped.
Because it's fucking meth.
Yeah.
Well, literally,
It is
dude, I got
illegal
nicknamed
meth.
Rabbit in like middle school because I was
Yeah?
taking it, and my nose would just twitch uncontrollably,
Hi,
and
Rabbit.
it made me self-conscious enough to where I told my mom I'm not taking it.
Hi, Rabbit.
Yeah.
Money
Hey,
boy.
We don't need to stop. We can stop this. Stop this.
Buddy.
But yeah,
Stop bullying me.
esports aren't real sports.
No,
They're
they're
real
not.
sports for sure.
They're not.
Okay,
They're just-
yeah.
they're
So
like-
me
okay,
playing
Boomer.
shoots and ladders with the homies
Okay,
is a
Boomer.
fucking sport
Okay,
too.
Boomer. Here's the problem.
Fucking
It's a
shit,
new
dude.
thing.
First of all,
It's a new
stop.
thing, and it's hard for you guys. You guys are old school. I get it. You guys
Hey,
like
bro.
your old sports. You're like
You know what else is in a sport?
you guys like
Shoots and ladders.
Breakdancing.
breakdancing. It was in the
hell
Olympics.
no.
And they
Bro,
took it out of the
Olympics.
It's not a sport.
It's not.
It was in the
It's
Olympics.
not as.
It's not a
Bro,
sport.
did you see
We
how
could make it.
pathetic
So is
that was
naked
for like
wrestling.
practically every country? That's not a
It's a
sport.
sport.
It is.
Dang.
What's a sport?
Wrestling is a
A
sport.
lot of things
Naked
can be
wrestling.
sports, bro.
Oh, well, that's
Specifically.
If two teams are
having sex.
competing,
Yeah, I feel like that's
two
what
teams are
That's
competing.
pornography.
That's apparently
That's pornography. That's a
The-
profession.
the original sport of wrestling
That
was
is
done
an
by
actual
Romans
profession.
That is a
and Greeks, and
profession.
it was done naked.
Yeah, pornography. That is a profession.
Yeah, when Romans
They're
did
oiled up,
wrestling,
too.
Greco-Roman
Oiled
wrestling
up.
was completely
If you
naked.
want to oil
Oiled
up,
up.
that's on you.
Oh, they were oiled up, brother.
No, they were oiled up. And
Oh, they were oiled up.
They were.
An activity
Trust me.
involving physical exertion
Which you
and
do
skill
when
in
you're-
which an individual
yeah.
or team competes against another.
And esports is not that.
Yeah,
Not at
you
all.
actually
I
are
mean, you are
physically doing
physically
things.
moving.
Okay,
You're not.
moving your
You
fucking
guys are
thumbs
fucking
are
That
not-
requires no
You're baiting.
physical
You're lying.
It does.
attribute or anything like
It
that.
does.
It does
How do you
not.
move your fucking mouse?
With your fucking
with
hand.
your wrist.
Wait.
Are you
is that
breaking
a
a sweat?
physical?
Are you physically breaking sweat?
You
no.
can
No,
be.
some of these kids, bro.
Yes.
I would
some
be
of these
sweating.
kids
I would be
are
sweating. I'd be sweating.
That's
I'd be
why
going.
they're called sweats.
I'd have
Okay,
adrenaline.
I understand that.
Dude,
I do understand
adrenaline.
that.
When
But
I'm
to the
holding a
point, like,
corner in Valorant, bro, I'm sweating.
Are you burning a lot of calories?
I'm burning calories.
No, the fuck
Brother, no, you're not.
You're
Are you
moving
getting
your.
hurt?
It's physical exertion. Doesn't have to be
Yeah,
a
my
lot
dad
of physical
beats me when
exertion.
I
It's
lose.
just you're moving your fucking arm. It's physically exerting yourself.
Brother, are you getting
It
hurt?
is, and it's two teams competing. Right?
2 or more.
Two more, yeah.
Okay. So esports is a
It's
sport.
not a
I feel
sport.
like we just made this a
By-
thing so that nerds felt included.
Exactly.
And
I
me
agree.
saying that as a nerd, but
That
then
is
also
what it
played
is.
real
It is
by,
what
sports.
it is.
by
Me too.
textbook definition of a sport,
It
it,
is a
does
sport,
technically, by physical standards, meet all the
Good job,
requirements.
Jake.
Do I agree with
Jake
it being a
Snake
sport?
Roberts.
No, not at all.
This guy.
How does it meet the requirements?
We just
Because you're
explained it.
physically moving. You are
Just
physically
explained it.
moving your fingers and your wrist. You're thinking,
You are
intensely.
exerting
So
yourself.
Can-
technically, everything's a sport.
yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because me
Yeah.
doing this
If you
right now
have-
counts.
If you
Right.
no, it doesn't because
Right.
you're
It's a
not.
fucking
If
sport.
you were competing against someone,
Yeah,
then
you
it's
can be a
not.
professional
Technically,
texter
right now?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying.
about me too.
You guys are
Eating-
just mad because it's like
It's not
different.
eating
than
contest
real.
is a
It
sport
is
then.
real.
It's not a real
I
sport.
guess
It's
eating
real.
contest is
It is
sport.
not a traditional.
Oh, that's a
sport.
good one.
Eating
Okay,
contest is a sport.
so
then.
if we took
Yeah.
football, if we took football, these guys that are like padded up and like slammed
That
into
are
each
fucking
other,
hitting each other and
Listen
running
to
and
me.
catching
Listen
and
to
throwing
me.
and
and we took them back
That's
to
a
the
real man sport, brother.
Wow. Okay, guys, let's not.
Stuff.
No, let's not let me talk.
I'm
Let's
here,
not let me
I'm
talk.
here,
No,
I'm
let's
here.
not let me talk. Don't let me talk, Tony. So we take those guys back to the fucking naked, greased up Romans. They'd be like, these guys are fucking pussies. These guys are wearing pads.
Yeah, they're not doing no homosexual rubbing and tugging.
There's generational differences.
They
bro.
also, I was gonna say they didn't have the
Looking
equipment they do
shiny.
nowadays back in the day.
They could have had pads. They had pillows. They had things. They could have been pussies, but they weren't.
Yeah,
They
but
weren't.
they also
They were
weren't
men.
smart. They
They're
played,
real men. So
what do you
saying
call-
people
what do
who
you
play
call
just died
football
of
now.
brain aneurysms.
The difference. There's differences.
Big ass grown men.
They're not
Actually,
big ass.
no, I would
They're
argue
wearing
that
pads.
football nowadays is pussified
Well,
ridiculous.
definitely yes.
It
But I mean,
is.
there's you
Esports
can't deny that they're
pussified
big
too,
ass fucking
but they're
grown men
just-
though. Still,
they're
Okay,
competing
that's
at
like
the
a
highest
complete
level.
different level of pussification.
They're also pussified, but they're competing at the highest level of their pussification, much like esports players are.
oh, why are we talking about this?
The
You
pussification.
just hate that I'm right.
No,
The highest level.
I will
Pussification
speak into this
became a
pink
word
mic all
today,
day.
yes.
Oh.
I am, bro. If I can hold, okay, you're telling me that 10Z isn't a professional athlete?
What?
Who the fuck is that?
the fact
professional
that,
esports player.
I can't like.
The fact that you don't know is just because you're a fucking boomer.
No, I'm not. First of all, I'm younger than you.
Damn, you got you there.
On God, bro. This guy.
No cap on God.
Name 5 esports players.
Dude, I could just name Sentinels, right? now.
Magnus
Okay,
Carlsen.
10Z. No.
Okay, no. But
Let me-
name.
Ninja.
Okay,
Can I name?
no.
Jinxie.
Can I name 5?
Name their 5. But
Brother, this is not where
besides
you
their
wanna go.
esports names, name their actual like legal name,
Not their gamer tag.
not their gamer tag.
Tim the Tatman, Timothy Holmes, Nick Merckx, Nicholas Aidens.
He's actually naming also their tags. But somebody
I know.
else.
He's
The
naming
Batman
the tags
and Nick
first.
Merckx are both-
Is this
Weapons.
10Z that you're talking about? This dude's not an athlete,
He is
bro.
10Z.
I told
His
him
name-
fucking
his
lies
name-
about
he looks like he
Nick
could be a
Merckx and
fishing
Tim
His
the
name
Tatman.
is
I don't know their
Tyson.
actual
His
names.
name is
Just throwing
Tyson.
names out there.
His name is. You don't want to start this because I know these things.
Elaborate,
That is Tyson.
elaborate,
That's Tyson.
please.
That's
You
a
look like you can
dweeb.
work at a restaurant.
Fucking
But
Spurs.
it's also a silly thing to do because if I was watching football, let's say there was no names, they all just had like nicknames, right? And that was the only thing presented to me. Unless I Googled each one of them, I wouldn't know their names.
Well, you wouldn't know.
Yes,
artist
But
is actual
unfortunately for you, I do know the name of 5 esports players and their names. But that doesn't matter because, okay, John QT is John. Like 10Z's Tyson. Like I could do this all day, brother.
Well, I mean, we're asking for
5?
first and last, but
Yeah.
I couldn't do first and last because I'd have to Google these guys' names.
and that's what I'm saying.
I
So
think
like,
Ninja is the only one I could.
That's a bad
say-
example. That's a bad example because what's presented to you in a football game is their full name. Their
Well,
back,
like-
their last names on the back of their fucking
Yeah, but most
jersey.
people don't know their.
and actually,
Yeah, it's true.
esports quote unquote players also have their last name on the back of their jerseys.
So it's the same thing.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of the times they do.
That's
I've
bullshit.
watched
I
it.
just watched Valorant Champions 2024,
Okay, but there's
motherfuckers,
also
and they
more-
just had their tag on their back.
Well, they're poor.
They're not poor. They're the most
They're poor.
expensive. So much money. China's not poor.
They don't make millions. They don't make no fucking NFL money.
They do make some.
They don't make
They
NFL
don't make
money.
NFL
They don't make no
money.
NFL money.
Yeah,
I don't know, like some of the.
Some
Like
of the
three
Counter-
dudes have
some of
made
the
Counter-
NFL
Counter-Strike
Counter-
money.
players. Some of the Counter-Strike players.
Three
too.
dudes have made NFL
I was
money
gonna say,
on
yeah.
tournaments. Yes.
I will
There's been
agree
a
that with
few
Juan
guys
though
that-
that like the guys that don't do streaming, like if you take their streaming money aside, their salaries for their game, Counter-Strike guys can make upwards of like hundreds of thousands, but it's at the very, very bottom of NFL money.
Well, like to your point
With
with like,
streaming though,
the last name thing
Yeah.
too. Some colleges don't put last names on jerseys.
True.
So like if you're a fan of
like
somebody
in Alabama
from
or something.
North Dakota State.
Alabama,
Doesn't Alabama not?
North
They
Dakota.
chonk
do now,
along,
yeah.
but along,
They did
along,
now.
North
State.
Alabama.
but like there's teams that don't put their
Tight
last name on the jersey.
Roll Tide.
There's people that you know because of like
I
you
just
just see like a breakout highlight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like and like it'll tell you their name.
So if
Like,
you were a fan of
They don't
esports,
have
you would know
nicknames.
them by their tag more so than anything, unless you watch their content like on their channels. Like I know these guys, like I know Tyson, I know
When you pointed at me, I was like,
What the
who
fuck is
are we
Tyson?
talking about?
Tenzi.
Right,
I
but
know
like-
that John QT's John because well, it's in his thing, but
Who
it's
the
also
fuck is him?
he's their IGL, their in-game lead.
Is he a
For
really
Sentinels.
good athletic dude?
He actually looks pretty athletic, but he is the IGL for Sentinels
Can he
in
beat
Valorant.
me on the wrestling or
Oh,
any
he
type
could.
Of sport?
Eat you, brother, dude. This guy's
I will
huge. This is the
fucking
bad.
eat
This is a
him.
bad example.
Trust me, I'll
This is bad.
fucking.
You could beat 10Z in a wrestling
Yeah,
match.
trust me, brother. I'll
Depends
probably
on
break
the-
his ribs.
He's a tiny guy. He's a tiny
Yeah,
man.
I just like how
John
you keep pointing at
QT.
me.
Well, you have the picture. John QT is a big man. Look up John QT. Well,
John QT.
John QT.
Big man as in
But it's like QT,
obese
like-
big or big as in
He's a
like
big
Rick?
guy. He's a big
Brother, I want them. Honest, this dude. He's a big guy, brother.
He's a big guy. Actually,
He-
put him
he's
next to someone in your picture, brother.
He's a big guy.
He's huge, actually. You should see him on stage, bro. He's huge.
Huge.
He's huge.
I didn't know
brother.
Dr. Disrespect was like 6'7".
I don't know why he's doing
Oh,
this.
let's
This
not
guy-
talk about him.
This
He's
guy
also
could-
a showman.
Yeah, he's a chomo.
Well, I know he's a piece of shit,
Yeah.
but I just didn't realize how tall he was.
Yeah, let's not talk about him.
Brother,
Is that him, brother?
He deserves
brother, he's
no
like
clout.
6'4". He'd
For
eat
real.
you, dude. That his arms
Height
are as
don't
big
matter,
as your
bro.
fucking body.
Height literally does not matter.
Height don't matter, brother.
That's a big
Tony-
guy. That
Tony
guy
gets
could
the
destroy
inside.
you, bro.
That's it.
I know, bro. I'm
Brother,
just
I
saying.
thought-
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Tony has that low
Brother,
ground
I fought
advantage.
someone taller than me.
Dude,
and I still
Tony
whooped
isn't
his
even
ass.
in this picture. He's so short.
Like I said, I fought
This guy would
someone
just.
taller
This
than
guy
me
would
and I
eat
still whooped his
Tony
ass.
for
Yeah,
breakfast.
Definitely beat the shit out of someone.
Yeah, I
bigger.
would beat the shit out of him.
He's so
And
mad.
I'm being
Tony.
dead ass, brother. I ain't lying.
Tony, I'm not saying you would lose every fight to every esports player, but I'm saying some of them are big.
Height don't matter, brother.
Height does not matter. As if I do, I'm short too. Height doesn't matter, but there's weight classes for a reason. And John QT is out of your weight class.
That's a suggestion.
Yeah.
That's to make it safe.
Yep.
But in the streets,
I
bro,
will-
there ain't no
Does he
fucking
know?
weight classes.
Yeah.
I like how we went from is esports a real sport to can Tony beat up the IGL for Sentinels.
We can make this happen.
No one's
a
gonna.
charity match.
I don't want John QT to fight you because I don't want Tony. I love you. I don't want you to get hurt.
What if John QT's wrist gets like sprained because like that's like the hardest
That's
physical activity,
all-
and it ends his fucking.
I ask
gallery
him.
career.
I ask him to do one push up, and he's like, he looks at me, he's like-
ankle.
he's like, oh my god,
That's my career, Max. I don't know about
Oh
that.
no.
My wrists are insured for 1.2 million each.
Let's not get into my phalanges.
Your fingers.
What's crazy is that people actually do that. People do insure their body
think
parts.
we
We
talked
talked about it. You
Yeah.
gotta stop repeating stuff.
Shut up.
Like, I don't think he touches kids.
What?
He touches kids?
I just said he looks
Who?
like it. God, Tony.
What,
you
John
listen.
QT?
Yeah.
No, he
look
does
like it,
not. He does not.
though.
Max is like, no, he doesn't. He
Bro,
doesn't.
Sentinels.
he is a kid.
I'm a big
Brother,
he
somebody
is-
made
he
a
is
drawing
actually-
of
I know. Most esports players don't make it past 19 because after that it's kind of weird that you're there.
Well, no, there's like a 33-year-old
He's
playing
like,
for
well, no, Max
FaZe.
just jumps on to defend him.
I'm just fucking with you,
He's
dude.
like, well, no.
I just want a chance for myself, you know. So I have to defend it because I want to be that guy. I want to be
Wrong
that guy.
room for that, buddy.
So they say
Wrong
if we
room
make
for
this
what?
charity match.
Defending
you know,
yourself right now, yeah.
I don't need to defend myself.
Max,
All
I
right,
got-
I'm defending
I got a
Rain
genuine
from
question
FaZe
for you.
Esports.
How do you think you can possibly? And I'm not saying that, like, not doubting.
Okay.
But I'm just asking, like, how do you think you can get your foot into?
Bro, I'm
esports?
bronze 2 in Valorant right now.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It's pretty low.
It's a tier.
I know it's a tier.
It's
I'm
pretty
well
low.
aware of that,
It's pretty
but,
low.
Like,
It's like in Fortnite. when
My
you-
KD isn't
I
bad.
barely started.
My KD's not bad though, and if I can just keep practicing and improve, maybe one day I will play for
But
Sentinels.
like, how do you like? Okay, who do you contact?
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna submit. Can you send
Like,
me
is there
like
an
some?
admin or like?
I'm gonna submit. I'll show you my
No,
montage.
So, yeah, my brother used to try to do shit like this. You basically just like create a montage of clips, like your
Yeah.
best, like it's like a highlight reel, like a like
And
for
then
like a real sport.
And they'll have like tryouts and shit where they'll like take some of this.
It
like-
is though.
Hey, I
But
know,
you have
I
to
just-
be at a
I
certain-
love how
My
you're
cousin's
like
done it.
You do have to be at a
Just
certain.
patronizing every
I
little
was
bit
wondering-
about
I
it.
never asked him.
You have to be certain levels of rank though.
And you have to have like a somewhat decent following on like your social. Like you have to have like a presence.
You'd have to have like some sort of really popular podcast or something to
Like,
really
you
get
have
you
to have
started.
Is that what you're trying to do right here?
No, dude. I mean, if Sentinels happened to listen to this and they wanted me to be like their podcast, then I probably wouldn't be too against it. But
He's a liberal.
Oh, they love.
oh,
that
they would
shit.
love
They
that.
eat it
They're
up.
in California, brother. They're in Los Angeles.
Just
They,
take me back with you if you go.
He's
but
right wing.
Please take me back.
I don't want to be here anymore.
He thinks porn is a profession.
Oh, he's perfect for LA.
For real.
He's gonna be the next Bucky Larson.
I will
Yeah.
be.
Who the fuck is
I'll
that?
be your assistant
Look
coach.
it up.
I don't want to.
Oh, they have like.
Max will get you the money shot.
There's some esports teams that have people that just do like physical like workouts and stuff for them because they don't know how to stretch or anything.
Yeah,
So
so they're not fucking
I
athletic.
will just be that guy that literally just watches your
Max,
video,
real
and
quick,
then I'll just make them go
real
like,
quick. You just made your whole point mute by
Yes.
saying they need somebody to show them how to stretch.
Thank you.
I don't make my point mute because they still exert themselves physically.
Well,
they
you
just
just
don't
said
do
that they don't
certain
know
stretch.
how to stretch.
They don't know how to
They're
do
not
fit-
athletic.
That I wouldn't say that
They're
they
not
exert
athletic at all.
themselves
Yeah,
either.
so
I
they're
would
not.
say
They're
they
not.
do
They're not a
they
real
do exert
sports
like
professional.
physical work.
They exert themselves physically. Exerting is any.
I would say it's
physical.
more mental.
I don't think I've ever like, oh, it's good, good, trying to move my mouse.
That
So like,
fucking part right
This
there.
this guy's iron. This guy's iron 3.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I don't
man.
think it's that hard to move a mouse.
It's hard to move it accurately.
Actually,
consistently.
no, brother, no.
Hey, bud.
1v1 me right now.
Brother,
Whoever wins gets on
a mouse
Sentinels.
does not weigh
Shit,
1,000
starts
pounds,
to get up
brother.
real quick.
That's
Yeah,
something
I
like
got
that.
you.
Mine
I got
only
you.
weighs.
Hey, you asked for a 1v1. There's a 1v1 coming.
Mine only weighs 60 grams because I like my lighter mice.
Guess what? Mine's wired and I don't care what it weighs. I
Yeah.
still move it easily.
Mine's
60
wired, he is one of
grams,
the
bro?
skeletons.
I'm tired, brother.
Kind of making those. You're just ruining the point.
I'm not even making it up. I like the
Ooh,
lighter
playing
mice
footsie
Sounds
ball.
pretty heavy. To
from
me.
when I physically exert myself in game
Oh,
because I can last longer.
so you go
Not
to the
me, homie.
gym,
don't
I go to the
last long at
gym
all.
so I can make flicks easier with my 60-gram mouse.
right? So
You're
you bench press 250 pounds so that
Yes,
you
sir.
can move
A
1
60-gram
ounce
mouse, like lightning,
Wow, that's crazy.
across my mouse pad. Now you have to have a certain type of mouse
I
pad.
bet.
So you should teach these
I bet I can
These-
move my mouse faster than you.
athletes how to like,
What are you doing?
Challenge.
I don't know,
You're challenging
actually
me?
physically
Bring your
exert
mouse.
themselves. Like go to the gym, maybe get some bitches.
I don't want them to get
Get some bitches on your dick.
If they do that, they will lose games like crazy. We need to have them isolated. They mostly do have girlfriends, unfortunately.
Remember when
Tenzi
we were
has
talking
a
about how
girlfriend.
Virgins only.
Tenzi has look up Tenzi's girlfriend. Tenzi has a girlfriend.
But she's
Yeah,
a
she's
nerd.
probably a gold digger.
100%.
No, they were together before. They were together before he was
All
a
right,
pro.
10 seconds, boys. 10 seconds.
They were together before he was a pro.
Ah.
I,
I just started looking up Tenzi gold digger girlfriend.
she's not.
That's the first Google.
She's
fucking-
a streamer. She actually probably has more subs than he does.
Well, yeah, because she's a woman.
Yeah, brother. It's not a sport.
I want to say they're married.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Another Vietnamese girl, huh?
Okay, all right.
He's got good taste at least. She's
Let me
she's
see.
Asian.
They were
Let me
together.
see.
They were together far before he was a pro.
She's Asian, so he's got good taste at
Is
least.
he?
Yes, a
Let me
little
see.
bit.
Yes, he is.
Brother,
Tony, I got 3 other.
You were gonna end it right there.
Okay, look, racist. All right, Asians are good. I don't care. Any
They
Asian
are,
can hit
but
up
not
my
her.
line. Any Asian can hit up my line. Any day.
Lean beef patty. Ignore this part of the podcast. Stop listening now.
Hey, Patty, come on through.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it?
You bring it back to that. That's why.
I bring it back to that.
Yeah, you're always bringing up her name. You were the only one, not even him. The man
I
was
like-
obsessed with her.
That's true.
That's
That's
because
true.
I'm not obsessed with her.
I just want her as a guest
He
for.
likes her.
I just want her as a guest.
He wants her.
Sounds like lusting.
Very good, very nice.
Very strong woman. Very nice.
It would be
Very
funny
good.
if she was
Strong
Russian.
like oaks.
bring home to mother.
Yeah, you guys should really watch some Valorant. That's great.
Our one
Watch Valorant.
Russian-
I have to watch.
Yeah, our
Man,
one Russian
listeners,
listener.
Send me some of your clips, man.
So my clips.
Yeah, and I'm gonna submit
I'm
them
bronze
to a bunch
too,
of
bro. I'm not.
teams.
I'm not there yet. I'm not at that
I'm not
point.
worried about what you believe because
You think-
like
you
said,
believe in
it's all
me.
perspective.
You
right?
believe in me, dude.
Everything in life is
You
perspective.
think I could do this as a
So
profession?
in my perspective,
oh my God, I
bro,
love
you
one.
could become a professional athlete in this
I could.
sport that is
You're
esports.
hyping me up. You're hyping me up. I could do anything.
It's not asking, bro.
I'm telling you, just send me these clips.
He's
I'll
telling me.
fucking distribute them where they need to go.
He's
I'll
gonna
be your
only.
manager.
He's gonna like clip out the worst parts and he's gonna send them to
I
Seth.
would
Yeah,
also
but
like to
they're
get these
not
clips.
No,
I think
We're-
you're gonna.
I'm
Send,
not-
you're gonna
hey.
send it to John QT, aren't you?
I'm gonna send it to everybody that plays Valorant. That
I
I
also
fucking.
like
I'm
these
gonna
clips.
Google Valorant
I don't have good clips.
and then go on YouTube.
Google Valorant.
And it's gonna be Max.
Just
It's just gonna be
and
me.
then I'm gonna go on YouTube and then find the top Valorant. What are they, clans or what are they? Gangs, and
At
I'll
this point,
and I'll send them to
The
them
cartel?
for you to
I see he's trying to be funny here.
Valorant cartel.
Big Valorant?
Yeah, big Valorant.
Big Valorant. I'll send it over to Big Valorant so that you can become a professional athlete
John Ryan,
in the
yeah.
esports category.
This would be my dream come true. And then Sentinels would come pick me up.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you so obsessed with the Sentinels?
I think they're cool. I don't think they're my favorite.
Cool
team.
guys, man. Cool guys. Cool dudes.
Who's my favorite player?
Cool
Osmos.
You didn't ask, but okay.
Osboss. Great guy.
rude.
He's on Leviathan.
Hey, who?
Osboss.
Who asked?
Or who cares?
We're gonna get out of esports here, guys. Because you guys just have no respect for these men.
Well, yeah,
Because I brought up
Children.
a real sport and you brought up these.
Most of them are
I'm
children.
sorry.
Most of them are children.
gamers.
Some of them were too young to even participate in the international tournaments until like a month before it happened.
And guess what? They all
Men.
look the same.
And women. There's a women's league too.
Oh, they probably suck
I
though.
was gonna say it probably
Nope,
doesn't
they're
get half
pretty
as
good.
much fucking views.
They don't
They'd
get half
probably
as
get
many
into
views.
men.
Yeah,
just
that's
as
true,
much
But
fun,
because
they
of,
might be
because of
nasty.
we don't want to get into that. But like overall though, the women's league's actually pretty fun to watch.
But the women have the OnlyFans, so they make the
they
extra
don't have the
money.
OnlyFans.
I think tennis is
They're
a
kids,
shitty
bro.
sport.
That
that
usually
shouldn't
I
be
just
around
fucking
anymore.
They're kids, bro. We can't say that.
I don't
Tennis.
know.
Yeah.
People still
You
watch
do now.
tennis.
The
I
US
do.
Open was
It's
just
wild
like
how
a
many people
week
still
or
watch
two ago.
tennis.
Tennis is probably one of the most boring. It's like watching ping pong but bigger.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
Ping pong with like.
Not a lot.
Yeah, ping pong is cool. Ping pong is cool because they're like.
Ping pong can get
Ping
pretty.
pong
It gets
is
intense,
literally
dude.
known as
It gets
table
intense.
tennis.
It's like they're just barely
Like,
moving their
obviously,
arm
yeah.
and
Right,
wrist.
it's like
Right, they're exerting
Hey,
themselves.
that's a
Yep.
sport.
Excessively.
what?
They actually are running
They're physically
around like
exerting
crazy.
themselves.
Not that.
Right.
No, not that.
No.
This.
No.
Have you ever seen me with my
I mean, that's
No,
very
I don't
low
wanna-
sensitivities? You said you wanted to see my clips.
I said you want to
Cricket?
see your like Valorant.
I was gonna say jerking off. It's a sport.
But
What?
yeah, tennis. and
Technically, it
ping
would
pong.
be.
Yes.
You're
Ping
physically
pong
If
is
you're
cool.
up
Yeah,
against
ping pong's
another
cool. Ping pong's really crazy. Ping pong with they're barely even moving their arm and their little wrist.
Yeah.
Well, they gotta move side to side.
They have to move side to side like a
Those
mouse.
guys are jumping and like sprinting from like point A to point B.
Ping pong's epic though.
Yeah.
It is epic to watch.
Yeah.
Same like with these sports, crazy.
No.
Right.
I mean, billiards is technically a sport.
Yep.
Yeah, billiards is rough. I see like people really like that. That's cool. I'm glad they do, but I don't care.
If
for
If
it.
a drunk person can do it, I don't think it should be a sport.
Drunk
It
person
should.
I don't know
should be.
because racing is a sport, and I know a lot of drunk people that
A
can
lot of
race.
drunk-
Okay, first of all, bro,
Lot of
what
drunk-
the fuck?
John
NASCAR
Jones.
is not a real sport.
No.
No, the Formula
that's
One.
true.
That's
Yes.
yeah. Formula One is different.
Yeah.
Those are
Formula
real
One
like
is
actual.
Formula drift.
It's
Formula
those are
Drift's also a
different.
It's
sport.
crazy to me that people like watching that on the real.
NASCAR.
I was watching Formula
You're
Drift
telling
this
me
week.
We
that
finally
you
all agree on
willingly-
something, maybe.
Willingly sit there, and there's people that go to these events to watch people make left turn after left turn after left turn
I think it's
after
dumb.
left turn.
Yeah.
That's
No.
800 left turns.
I think we all think
Yes.
NASCAR's dumb as fuck, right?
Yes, bro, stupid as fuck.
Yes.
They're going 180 miles an hour.
Left.
Going left.
Always
200
want-
times.
He's riding the
I'm
wall.
saying like
That was
you're-
the greatest.
That was the
NASCAR
greatest moment in
moment.
NASCAR
I know, that was
history.
You could technically drive.
It was
a
the
race
only
car
moment in
drunk.
NASCAR history.
I love
Yeah,
that he
technically.
said, I did this in a video game and I thought it would work and it did.
And it did.
And he got like 7 spots up
Guess
just
what?
by
Oh, the guy-
riding
Well, 'cause
the
he was
wall.
probably bored.
Yeah.
Guess
They-
what? The
They
laws of
banned
physics
that
work.
immediately afterwards.
They
I
banned
know.
it 'cause
Can't do that.
They banned it because it was cool and different.
And it worked.
Formula One,
You
you
know
have to
what's
like
crazy?
make
The
turns
fact
and
that they
shit.
just did that now.
Dude,
Like,
Formula One
you
drivers,
think
don't they
someone
pull
would
like
this shit-
7
You know, no.
Gs?
You know what's even crazier? With that same logic, they've been
MotoGP.
doing this shit in India for fucking years. They
Right.
just be fucking going around in circles
Bro,
around
right.
the fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So like, why would you not like? Oh, I should probably ride the wall.
Yeah.
I could probably do it. I'm going fast enough. Oh, I definitely could ride this fucking wall. Mario did it.
MotoGP too.
That's also
I
sports.
mean, admittedly, I learned how to drive a fucking manual car from just watching a fucking cartoon.
I learned from GTA.
I learned it from just like driving.
You definitely didn't learn a manual from GTA.
Yeah, I did.
My buddy's like released the
Learned
clutch.
it from Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow. No, you
That's
didn't.
crazy.
You're like
I
15
did.
years old, bro.
You know how old Wreck-It Ralph is, bro?
10.
You learn
10 years
what?
old.
I think they came
Coleman,
out
if you're
when I was
wondering
in like
how,
6th,
use the steering
7th
wheel.
grade.
You
Did
learn
Wreck-It
what?
Ralph have
How to
manual
drive a
transmissions?
manual from Wreck-It Ralph.
You
Literally,
learn how to
Ralph.
drive a manual?
I learned
Exact
when my
same
buddy had me drive his truck and didn't tell me it was a manual, so I had to call him and ask him.
Yeah, he told me.
And then he was like, "Oh, just rev it up and dump the clutch." So I
And
did
you're
that
like-
going across town. And when I finally got to him after like a half hour of what should have been a 5-minute drive, he finally showed me how to actually
Well,
drive.
in your
it.
defense too, you
Wreck-It
called
Ralph
him
came
right
out in
after you killed it, and you're
2012.
like, "Hey, are you sure you want me to do this?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, dude, whatever."
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
was
a
the
whole
weirdest
trust, so, yeah.
experience ever.
For me, my uncle showed me.
I liked in Fast and the Furious when they had like more gears than they should have.
Oh yeah, they had that like.
Oh, they had
He's
their
always like-
87 gear.
He's always downshifting, even though he's like.
And then you would see the flames coming right.
It always
right
sounds
at
the
the
same.
cops.
You know what's
Yeah.
a really good bad movie? Tokyo Drift. so good.
Yo, that shit
You think
is
it's a bad movie?
hilarious.
I think it's a corny
bad
movie.
It's a corny
It's
movie.
corny for sure.
It's like a bad
Corny
movie,
for
but it's
sure.
good bad.
Did you guys know that they actually like broke a lot of laws making
Yes.
that movie?
Yeah, did you know they had a stand-in man when they did the Tokyo scene?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
they-
love
They
that.
staged a fucking like illegal street race, which was actually illegal, so the cops would go after them.
Yep.
And
then
they had
ran from the
stand-ins.
cops, and then they fucking drifted through fucking
Shibuya Crossing.
Yeah.
thank you, Shibuya.
That's so cool.
And then they had a guy standing there who was like, "Yeah, I'll take the heat for it."
Yep.
Yeah, they had a stand-in man because you can do that in
Yeah,
Japan,
good.
Yeah,
which I think is amazing.
I know.
Japan's pretty
I
cool.
love
yeah.
it.
They straight up said it's illegal. You cannot do it. And they went, "Okay, we won't. We did it anyways. He's gonna take the fall for us." Okay.
What do you
Yeah.
think about NASCAR, Tony? You're the only one who has an input.
NASCAR? I never watched it, so I don't know.
Never watched.
NASCAR, that is in Tony's blood,
Dale
brother.
Earnhart Jr. is the
I
best
tell
racing
you
driver
what,
all
but
time.
Rest in peace.
I've
Jeff
never,
What
Gordon.
did they do, though?
Jeff Gordon,
Is
that's
it the
another
one
man.
you just go in circle?
Yeah,
Yes.
circles.
Brother, I don't want to see that.
I've
I wanna
never-
see
Jimmy
that.
Johnson
I wanna
is
see him
this,
go,
this land's savior.
Danica Patrick
Exactly.
saved this country.
do it for Dale.
That
What
was
was
she
that?
was in the first
Go Daddy.
the
yeah,
first,
that's what I was trying to
the
think
first Sports Illustrated swimsuit
Cool,
edition
why
I
is it
ever
like
saw had
there's
Danica Patrick
This
in
car
it.
The first one I ever saw had Kate Upton.
I think that was
Kate
the
Upton was
same
in it.
one.
It was in the same one.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really weird. We know this.
Yeah, that was a cool
So we all got our
bro.
first Sports Illustrated
That's
swimsuit
terrifying.
edition at the same
My
time.
grandfather gave it to me.
Yeah, he's badass. so
My
just
grandpa
like,
gave it to me.
My brother would get them, and I'm just like, oh, this is nice.
It felt dirty. I was like,
No
like,
cap, I thought my grandpa was giving me a fucking nudie mag. I was like, what is this, dude?
It felt like that, bro. It was crazy. Like that was like
Was it the
that was the
Playboy?
pinnacle.
No, it was a Sports Illustrated.
It was the
swimsuit
pinnacle at
edition.
the time, dude.
And like,
I've never
Kate
actually
Upton?
looked at
I didn't even understand it. It was literally
Now
just models
Kate
in
Upton?
bikinis. Like there was no advertisement for the bikini. Like nothing. It was just an excuse to like have a catalog of women in bikinis.
That was the first
Yeah,
time
that
I
was
really
it.
understood. Yeah.
It was interesting.
Make that.
All right, next topic.
It was like Earthman or something.
Yeah, everybody dies.
So